Okay? And that's what we did yesterday, okay? So that's not really anything different than what you did yesterday. Okay? So if you look at 3, we keep our same big number. Damn it. What are you laughing at? Okay, and then we multiply the 2 little ones together. So it's going to be 3 times 4.
12.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4 to the 12 again. Okay, what is my base?
4.
4. What is my power? 12. Okay, and that's really important, and you need to understand the vocabulary, because once we start getting a little bit further, I'm asking you about the base and the power, and the base and the power, and you're like, what? I don't, okay? So, look at 5. Okay, so 1 through 4 is just numbers, and that's what we did yesterday. Okay, so 1 through 4 is just like a little mini review. The rest of them are going to be, we start getting into different rules. Okay, so we have a number and a letter for our base that is raised to a power of 4. Okay, now this little 4 really needs to go to each number and each letter. Now, on the inside here, there's really, I'm not even going to do it that way. Okay, so we need to go to each number and each letter. Okay, and so when we write it all out, you're going to write it as 2 to the 4th, m to the 4th. Okay, now we go one step further, and you either need to use your phone for a calculator, or the calculator on your iPad, or use one from my room. Okay, it doesn't matter. I just need to know which one you're using, get it out so I can help you do powers on the calculator. Mr. Kemp, what do you use for a calculator?
Your iPad. I mean my iPad.
Okay, so if you're using one like this, you're gonna click the 2 first, and then there should be some kind of button that looks like X, Y. You're gonna push that, and then you enter in the 4. And the rest of you guys, if you're using this kind of calculator, you do, okay, you're gonna put the 2, and then there's a button that looks like this. It looks like X with a box, and it's a white box. And you're going to push that, and then you enter your little number in. It's somewhere towards the top.
Did you touch it already?
No, I don't think so. Yep.
No, okay.
Yep. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to hit our little one first. So you're going to hit the 2. And then see that X, Y button? Yep, and then you say the 4.
I got my AirPods fully charged.
Okay, so, when Mr. Kemp, did you figure it out? Yes, no? Did you figure out how to do it? Okay. If not, you're going to be screwed when you do your homework. All right. So, 2 to the 4th power, when you typed it in, what did you get?
16.
16. Okay, how did we get 16?
2 times 4.
No. What is 2 times 4?
No, it's 4 times 4.
Okay, so what 2 to the 4th power is, and this is where students struggle, is really means 2 to the 2 to the 2 to the 2. Okay, and let's think about it. What is 2 times 2?
4.
Times 2.
6. 8.
Don't do that. 8 times 2. 16. Okay, so if I have, what about 3 to the 2? Well, that's going to be 3 times 3, which is what? 9. Okay, if I have 100 to the 2, it's really 100 times 100. Okay, and so that's what's happening with powers. So do not try to do that either 16 or 2 times 4 in your head. Okay, because you're not going to be able to do powers in your head. Okay, now, do we have any negatives with this?
No, sir.
No, and so we're done. Okay, you can circle this. Your answer is done. There's no negatives. There's no 0 exponents. Okay, so let's look at 7. Okay, so we're going to distribute this to each number and each letter. So it's going to be 2 to the third, x to the third.
I think I did it right.
Okay, what's 2 to the third?
8.
8. Somebody else get 8?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so it's going to be 8 to the x to the 3. Do we have any negatives? Do we have any zeros?
No.
So we're done. Circle it. Okay, look at 9. Okay, we
4
got
to the 2.
4 to the 2,
B to the 2.
b to the 2.
Then you want to do 4
What's 4 to the 2 power?
16.
16,
B to the 2.
b to the 2. Alright, go to the next page, sign, whatever. Okay, look at 11. Now, here's where it steps it up a notch because it's not just a letter, right? The letter has a power, okay? And the very first one, I'm going to lay it out as slow as I can. And actually, I'm going to go back to this one real quick just to show you what's happening here, okay? When we do this, okay, power raised to a power, we do what with the exponents? Okay, we multiply them. Now, you don't need to write this, but I'm showing you what's happening. I just gave you a shortcut way. Okay, there's really a 1 right here and a 1 right here. Okay, and I'm going to write it out. So it's really 4 to the 1, b to the 1 squared. Okay, now we don't write it like that. So what happens is we distribute this to each little number. Okay, so it's really 4 to the 1 times 2, b to the 1 times 2, like you were doing above. Okay, now what is 1 times 2? 2. So you got 4 to the 2. What is b to the 1 times 2? 2. Okay, now look, we're right here. So it saves you a bunch of extra steps, right? When we go to the back page, okay, it's kind of set up the same. Okay, so let's look at the back. And these ones you're going to have to do the longer way. Okay, we're going to distribute this to each piece. So you're going to have 4 to the 0, n to the 4 times 0. Take a second. Look, see what I did. What is 4 to the 0 power? 1. And then for the n, I got 4 to the 0 times 0. 0.
You took your shot.
But then it's going to be 1. Right? And so this part is going to be 1. And so we're going to have 1 times 1. Now this one's kind of confusing. But when we look at it, what is 3 to the 0 power?
1.
1. What is 8 to the 0 power?
1.
10 to the 0 power.
1.
X to the 0 power.
1.
4n to the 4th to the 0 power. It's 1. Okay? Because this is inside parentheses, anything, it doesn't matter what if I could shove 100 bazillion million in here and the answer's still going to be 1. Okay? Look at 13. Okay, we're going to distribute this to each piece. So 4 to the 3, v to the 3 times 3. Okay, and then we can start to simplify. What is 3 times 3?
9.
Yeah, so you're really going to have 4 to the 3, v to the 9. What is 4 to the 3?
64.
I don't know. Somebody agree?
Yeah.
Okay. 64 v to the 9. Do we have any negatives?
No.
Do we got any zeros?
No.
So we're done. Okay, look at 15. We're going to distribute this to each big and each little. So it's going to be 3 to the 3, x to the 3 times 3. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 to the 3 x to the 9. What is 3 to the 3 power?
27.
27. There's no negatives, there's no zeros, so we're done.
2K.
So you're gonna have 2 to the 4, k to the
4 times 4.
4 times 4.
2 to the 4 to 16.
So we're gonna have 2 to the 4, k to the 16. What is 2 to the 4th power?
16.
Is it?
Yeah.
16, k to the 16.
No negatives.
No negatives, no zeros. Okay, 19, let's think about it. 19. We got k to the 2 to the 0 power.
Oh, it's gonna be 1.
What's 8 to the 0?
1.
9 to the 0.
1.
K to the 0.
1.
K to the 2 times 0.
1.
1. Okay, so you really don't even need to do any math, okay? Your answer is just going to be 1. Anything with a 0 on the outside is going to be 1. So, look at 18. What should your answer be?